terms of social networking, about 83% of the people that we surveyed said that they were members of a social network. There are two social networks that are very popular in the Philippines, Friendster and Multiply. We found out that there are more Friendster users in the Philippines than in the United States. We see the potential of social media as very relevant to governance because it will provide us with the method of communication with the youth. We also want to gauge public sentiment to help craft effective public policy. We want to heighten participation for the citizenry, especially the youth, to comprise a large portion of the social media networks membership. Of course, as you know, the internet has enabled us to be both user as well as publisher of information. So we want to be able to have some impact on the citizens to be more responsible in terms of the use of this medium. And then finally, of course, we want to promote a more accessible and transparent government. We need to recognize the processes between social networks and be able to use these three aspects of the social networks to be able to strengthen governance in the Philippines. And this is collaboration, creativity, and community. Just telling you a little bit about the work that we've done in terms of e-government, going back to 1.0. We've done a lot of work in terms of trying to create a single portal, a single window for government services online. We created the Philippine Government e-Services portal. This has been running for the past 2 years now. And behind this, we've created an electronic payment gateway facility that will allow small government and large government offices to provide services online. So this facility was set up to ease the transition into transactions of government offices with the citizenry. So that has been set up together with our partners in the private sector, Globe Telecom and BackNet. We've also focused a lot on bringing government online. Our e-commerce law in 1999 required government to be online, provide services online within 2 years from the passage of the law. But we knew that we couldn't do it within 2 years, but we knew that at least people could put the government online. So there's a lot of effort to put all government offices online, and we were relatively successful. We have about 99% of all government offices online, and we have about 60% of state universities and colleges with a strong online presence as well. One thing that's I think quite strong as well in the country is the use of SMS for limited responses to citizens as well. Among those interactive services that we're pushing, one of them is a interactive response to the president called Talk to PGMA on the Philippine government, the Office of the President's website. On the Philippine website, the Philippine government's website, there's a more generic Ask GovPH forum. And then our Senate also has a similar interactive forum on the website for the Senate. In terms of being able to bridge the digital divide, so we've launched what we call a community center program, which allows access to computers with sufficient internet bandwidth in community centers. So you don't have to have it in your home, but you have it in nearby community center. So we envision to have one in every municipality. There are 1,700 municipalities. We're halfway to the target, and we formed a NGO called the Philippine Community Center Network, which is comprised by all the players involved in infrastructure building as well as in content development to make sure that this initiative is relevant to citizens all over the country. We still, nevertheless, have been working with the industry to try to bring down the cost of PCs. So now we have an internet-centric desktop PC, which is called the NetTop, which sells for about $200 US. It's selling not like hotcakes, but ironically, some citizens prefer to buy a cell phone rather than a PC. So we're still trying to challenge them to look at the internet rather than look at SMS. In terms of provisioning of universal access, one of the investments that we're putting a lot of effort in is to make sure that all public high schools have computer access. They have an adequate computer laboratory. So we have our iSchools program. And in terms of content development, we've also converted a lot of the alternative learning curriculum for out-of-school youth into interactive mode. So this is also available now for out-of-school youth in the Philippines. Still on universal access, we continue to do a lot of work, try to get the right formula for us to deploy universal access in the country. We're also participating in APEC initiatives to ensure that there's enough understanding on universal access. We are committed to a lot of work with the World Summit on the Information Society. The targets of 2015 are very challenging for us. We have 45,000 villages or barangays. In terms of our participation in APEC and ASEAN, the goals of universal access by 2015 and 2010, we're actively participating in those areas. In conclusion, the next generation's use of social media is fantastic as far as we're concerned. As we view it from the outside, we see that the internet has enabled people to converse with government through social media tools, and we're trying to determine how much more we can push this. And the problem is not the next generation, the problem is the older generation, so that they will also be open to this, to the use of this technology as well. In terms of the provision of government services, we need to look at social media methods as a way to engage the participation of the youth, and as well as to promote more collaboration even within government. We're trying to see how we can use a similar social tool to promote collaboration within government service. And finally, we're looking at the universal access initiatives to and reassess them to make sure that we take care of the growing segment of the youth in our country.